Life goes up and it goes down. I know my mom taught me that. I figured why we fool around.
Hello. Y'all, it's your girl Jackie, and I'm back on your stream. And I'm back on y'all stream with another video. How's everyone doing today? Hello. I hope everyone is having a blessed day today. I hope everyone is being safe today. Y'all, I'm on y'all stream today because I wanted, let me turn y'all around just a little bit. Okay. I'm on y'all stream today because I wanted to come on here and actually chit chat with you all about me. I want to chit chat with you all about the things that I went through in life, and maybe I can save another young woman, a young lady, or even an older woman that's going through, that's having problems getting her life together. Y'all, when I was 16 years old, I got pregnant with my first child. I can remember my parents doing everything that they could. I can remember my parents doing everything that they could to keep me at home and out the streets as a young girl, 16. But I was being grown. I let the neighbor, the guy next door to my parents, get a hold to me, and it was no turning back. I thought that man loved me. I thought I loved him. And so I was being disobedient, talking back. I was clubbing. Yes, y'all, I was doing all of this at 16. Then I got pregnant. When I got pregnant, y'all, I thought I was grown. So I had to leave home. Well, I left home. And when I left home, I would run the streets with my friends. I was partying. I thought I was living my best life. Y'all, if the cafe was open Thursday through Sunday, I was in it Thursday through Sunday. That's just how much I was in the streets. Thursday through Sunday, I was going to the club. Well, I also realized after Thursday, I was telling y'all that I got pregnant. And I was ripping and running to the clubs and ripping and running in the streets. And I moved out. The friends that I thought I had, the friends that I thought wanted me to rip and run with them and have fun with them. Y'all, they wanted me to rip and run. Excuse me. And they wanted me to have fun with them until it was time to go home and go to bed. And everybody went their separate ways. And at the end of the night, y'all, guess who was sitting looking crazy? I was. I was sitting looking crazy because I done got kicked out because I'm being disobedient to my parents. So I can't go home. I'm thinking that it's cool hanging with my friends, and I'm thinking that, I'm going to stay with my friends. I ain't got to stay with my parents. I'm going to stay with my friends, and therefore I can do what I want to do. Yeah, that was cool for a couple of nights. They'll let you catch the couch for a couple of nights. But after that, they don't want to be bothered with you. They ready for you to go. Y'all, I never will forget this one particular night. I went to the club. It was called Touch of Class. Those of y'all that know the Touch of Class, you know. And that club was probably about 20 miles from my parents' house, and it was about 20 miles from town. So I was with my homegirl this particular night. Y'all, I'm saying all of this to say, don't be grown. Don't feel like you got to rush from home and leave your parents. Don't do that. Because you're going to experience a lot trying to be grown. So that's not the way to go. I'm here to tell you, that's not the way to go. So anyway, me and my homegirl was together that night. I mean, this the homegirl that I would, she was my ride or die. She and I was together that particular night, and The club was getting ready to close. And she said, well, Jackie, sometimes I'll find a ride. Sometimes she'll find a ride. Y'all, as long as we got to the club, we didn't care how we were getting back. We knew we were going to get a ride back. So, this particular night, she got us a ride back from the club. I got in the car. She got in the front seat. It was one of the dudes that she knew. I didn't know him. It was somebody that she knew. So she got in the front seat. I got in on the back seat. And the guy, we were sitting in the car, and the guy, he said that he needed to go back in and holler at one of his homeboys. So cool, go holler at your homeboy. I mean, you her friend, and so I'm just sitting back there. So he go holler at one of his homeboys, y'all, and he bring the homeboy back out with him. The homeboy gets in on the back seat. So I was always taught now, y'all. I was always taught when you feel like you're in a awkward situation or you feel like you're in an unsafe environment, I was always taught to pay attention to my surroundings. Even though I had left home, I still was paying attention to what was going on. Now, she in the front seat. The homeboy got to go back into the club so he can tell his homeboy something. And he brings him back out with him. And he gets on the back seat. I'm paying attention, y'all. All right, so we driving on down the road and got on the highway to come back to whatever, to come back to town. And I hear her and her dude up there talking. And he say, so what your friend gonna do? And she said, she said, my friend down with whatever I'm down with. Yeah, that's why I heard her say. So, I said, what you mean? I've always been outspoken, y'all. So I asked her, what do you mean I'm down with whatever you down with? Oh, Jackie, they just want us to chill with them for a little while. I said, what you mean chill? It's already after 2. Y'all, club closes around 2:30 around here. So it was already after 2 in the morning. Even though I ain't had no home to go to, I wasn't chilling with these people. So she said, oh, they want us to chill with them for a little while. I said, no, I'm not chilling. And I told her where to drop me off at, which was a friend's house. I had already talked to the friend. The friend said that, yeah, I could come get dropped off. So I said I was not chilling with them, and I told him where to take me. He had the audacity to say, if your friend ain't fucking, she can get out. He said that. If your friend ain't fucking, she can get out. Y'all, we was on the highway, on the interstate. And I told him, not my friend. I'm through talking to her because I see she must be drunk or something. I told him, I can't get out and I need you to pull over and let me out. Don't y'all know this man pulled over, let me out on the highway, and she didn't get out with me. After 2 in the morning, and she stayed in the car. And they pulled off and they left. And I walked and I ran. And I walked and I ran until I made it to town. Was I scared? I wasn't no scared that I was when I was in that car. That's when I was scared. I'm saying all this to say, don't get grown too fast. Don't get grown to where you feel like you want to be disobedient to your parents. You don't want to listen to your parents. Don't get grown too fast because there are consequences behind decisions that you make. I made the decision to be grown. I made the decision that I was going to leave home. And I had to find a place to stay. I thought my friends was going to let me stay with them. They got tired of me. I'm clubbing and partying with them. That was all good. As long as I had a few dollars in my pocket to help buy drinks, help pay their way in. But the days that I didn't have nothing to get in the club with, they didn't want to be bothered. I'm saying this to say, don't be grown. Y'all know even after that night, I still dealt with this woman. I'm still just at that time thinking that, still, y'all, I'm 16 now. I'm still thinking this my friend. So even after that, I still dealt with her. She called me up and said, Jackie, where you at? I'm finna come through and get you. We going to the open house tonight. Those of y'all that know about the open house, you know. When she told me we going to the open house, I'll be ready. I told her I'll be ready when she get there. She would come and pick me up. We go to the open house. Dog City. We go to Dog City, y'all. Touch a Class. We went to Touch a Class, y'all. Every club around this little hole in this little small town, every hole in the wall, we went to it. But I'm saying to y'all, I endured some garbage. And I had to make up my mind. Because at 16, being grown, y'all keep in mind, I dropped out of school, wasn't going to school no more. I was grown. Grown folk don't go to school. That's where I felt. I had to drop out of school. Didn't have no job. Didn't have no place to stay. Didn't have nothing. After a while, y'all, and it didn't take long, I probably say about 6 months, I had to make up my mind what I wanted to do. And what I mean by make up my mind what I wanted to do, I could go left. I could go left or I could go right. Left meaning I could have stayed on the path that I was on, which I was headed for destruction, or I can go right, meaning I can pick up the things that my parents had taught me, the things that they had instilled in me. I could pick up from there, raise my baby, get me a job, get me a place to stay, and come out those streets. Go back and get me an education and live life. And that's what I decided to do. I decided to go right. I decided to go right, y'all, because going left was just too hard. Going left was a mess. I realized after about 6 or 7 months of being in the streets, and I ain't have my mama, I ain't have my daddy, and I didn't have my siblings to talk to. Y'all, I missed that life. I mean, I could talk to my siblings if I went to my parents' house, but when you make a decision like I made, you don't want your parents to, I didn't want my parents to know that I was struggling. I was too stubborn to let them know that I wanted to come home. I was too stubborn for all that. I'm saying all this again to say, y'all don't get too grown for your parents. If you got a parent, meaning one, or you got parents, meaning two, that loves you and got a roof over your head and feeds you and don't want you to do nothing but go to school and get educated. If you got parents that love you like that, y'all, please, I'm talking to you young folks, please go to school and get your education, please. Because you gonna need it. You gonna need it. When I decided to go right, I went back to school. I got my high school diploma. I went back to school. When I decided to go right, I went to college. I did a year and a half in college. College wasn't for me. I decided to let college go. But I did decide to take up me a trade. And I've been in that trade over 25 years. I've been working in that trade. When I decided to go right, y'all, I even prayed to God. I prayed to God and asked God to direct me. I told God what I wanted. I apologized to my parents for being disobedient, being rude. I had to humble myself. Those friends that I was running with, y'all, they wanted to catch my couch. They wanted to come and call me all hours of the night and ask me, could they come by and spend a night? Those friends that I was running with. And I started out, you all, allowing that. I allowed them to call me in the wee hours of the night. Now, y'all keep in mind, at that time, I had stopped going out because I was trying to get my life together. I got a kid, and I need to make a good life for this kid because this kid didn't ask to be here. And I would still allow one or two of my friends to come and spend nights. But then I had to realize that was not the type of house that I wanted to run. I didn't want to run that type of house. People in and out my home, around my child. That was the life that I used to live. I didn't want to live that life anymore. So I didn't tell them, that I didn't want to live that life anymore. But I would say to them when they'll call, I would tell them I got company, or I would tell them tonight's just not a good night. And eventually they stop asking. Y'all, I'm saying this again to say to you young folks, or I'm saying this even if you are an adult and you are an adult that started off on the wrong foot. If you are an adult that went the wrong way, you can always turn it around. You can turn it around. You can change your life, and you can make something of yourself. You never got to stay, y'all, down in the ruts. You never got to jump in and out these clubs, messing with this dude and that dude and these so-called friends. There's nothing to that. You do not have to live like that. And I'm going to tell y'all this, and I'm going to get off this camera here. I'm going to get off this stream. I'm going to tell y'all this. Those so-called friends that I thought I had, after about a year, they seen that my life had changed. I was doing things that was kid friendly, because at this point, my kid, the one that I was pregnant with, she's about a year and a half at this point. So I started doing things like going to the zoo, taking her to the circus, taking her to Chuck E. Cheese. Oh, the sinuses, y'all. I started doing stuff like that. They don't want to do that. These friends I'm telling y'all about, they had children of their own, but they didn't want to go to Chuck E. Cheese. They didn't want to go to the zoo. They didn't want to do that kind of stuff. They want to go to the club. They want to go smoke this weed. They want to go get the drinks. They want to do that kind of stuff. They didn't want to do what my life had changed it and what I had started doing. But if you're an older woman or you're an older man and you feel like life is over for you because you was on drugs, because you was an alcoholic, whatever your situation might have been, get yourself together, get yourself cleaned up, get you a job. I don't care if it's McDonald's. Get your job at McDonald's. Go get you an apartment, and you can live. If you want to live right, you can live right. And make sure every move you make, you put God in it. Put God first. You put God in there, and He gonna direct you. He gonna direct you. But I'm gonna get ready and get off this string. But y'all, that is something that I wanted to talk about, and I wanted to bring forward. That was something that was just really on my mind and on my heart, that if I could save a young lady out here in this world, or if I can save a young man that's being disobedient to his parents and his parents love him so much, if I can save some of these children, or if I could save an older person, like I said, that went through some type of drug abuse, a bad marriage, just alcoholics, just whatever your situation might be, if I can save you by throwing some encouraging words out there and by sharing my story with you all, then I'm here to share it. I'm here to tell you what I went through. I ain't talking about nobody else. I'm talking about what I went through. And if I could save someone, or change someone's life, then that's what I'm here for. If I can make you better in any type of way, that's what I'm here for. Y'all, I'm going to go ahead and get off this stream, but I am going to say this. If you girls and guys like the content that you have received here today, I'm going to ask that you like, comment, and subscribe. If y'all like to hear my little story times, things that I went through in life and things that made me who I am today, and I think I'm a pretty good God-fearing woman. So if y'all want to hear some of the things that made me this way, if y'all like hearing these story times, then y'all comment down below and let me know. And I will constantly, put out story times about my life. But I am going to say to you all, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to ask you all to share this video. Y'all already know what I'm ready to say. I don't care who you share with. Y'all share it with your mama, share it with your daddy, share it with your sister, share it with your brother. I don't care who y'all share this video with. But y'all, share my video with somebody. I'm going to have to say you all have a blessed day. Y'all be safe. And I'm going to say to you all, bye for now.